What's up guys, Barry Gaming here, back with some more Heroic Expedition, and today we're kind of doing like a follow-up from our tier list, because I know tier lists can sometimes be confusing. The one we did was kind of more for like an end game, what heroes perform the best overall, so that's kind of like PvP, campaign, boss damage. It's kind of like an overall, the best type heroes to aim for, but who should you be building first on your accounts? Now, a lot of it is going to come down to your summoning luck. I mean, it's simple as that. It's hard to get heroes sometimes. Sometimes you don't get lucky. Make sure you're using our gem trick in the market, though, because that's the best way to summon heroes. If you have not checked it out, make sure you go check out our video called Don't Waste Gems, because if you're not doing the market trick to do your summons and the wishing fountain, the prayer fountain, you're doing something wrong and you're wasting your gem. So make sure you check that out. But today I kind of wanted to go over who are some of the good heroes to go for. Well, of course, number one is whoever you get copies of, but you can kind of prioritize that and manipulate that a little bit with the market as well. So as you know, the Ruin store will be for all your gear, but the Expedition, Arena, and Tribe stores are really great ones to kind of try to target hero copies, and a few of them are really good. So the Expedition store, this one's pretty good. So the Expedition store is kind of one of the best and one of the easiest to get the resources for. Two of the best heroes you can go for: Karthus. Karthus is one of them that is, I mean, he's pretty high up on the tier list overall, in my opinion. Let's jump into him so we can take a look at his skills real quick. He is going to be doing some really good damage. He deals damage equal to up to 240% of his attack, and an extra damage up to 16% of his current HP, and a healing ratio of 15% of his max HP. So he has really good sustain. His first passive, each attack increases his attack by 4%, goes all the way up to 8%, and his crit damage bonus up to 15% for the entire battle. So all 15 rounds. That is going to be really good, like really good with boss damage, things like that. He's probably one of the best single target damage dealers, I'd have to guess. And then of course, for every 5% of HP he is missing, he increases his attack by 1%. And then also upon killing an enemy, when he does have like a higher upgraded artifact, he has 100% to deal damage equal to 100% attack to a random enemy. Is pretty cool. He's very strong. He's a legendary hero. He is probably one of the best single target damage dealers, up there with Hercules in the game. He's very hard to get copies of because he is legendary, but if you can get some copies of him, he's really good. Now, is he going to help you in the early game in campaign? Maybe not. To me, he's more of a boss damage dealer, in my opinion. Granted, he does have uses elsewhere. The other one that is really good is going to be Alex. So Alex is going to be one of the best supports in the game. Take a look at his skills right here. His active skill will give all allies a shield equal to up to 25% of his max HP for 3 rounds. That's essentially better and better the higher level you can get him. He also has an ability when he is attacked. This hero has a 30% chance to gain 5% of his max HP, all the way up to 15%, and a higher ratio of 7% of his HP. Really good for like a tank hero and support overall. And then of course his artifact is at the end of each round. If this hero is shielded, it increases the armor level by 1. It does increase it by up to 4 at the end, so that's pretty decent, but he's a really good support to have on your team. He's not going to deal any damage whatsoever, but if you do need a support, he is one that you can target copies of in the Expedition store. Now, Nicole, Omar, they're not great. Farlina can do okay early game, but she does fall off very hard. The other things are shards, which I don't recommend. I don't recommend elite heroes. I don't recommend Charlie, which is, you know, just like a puppet essentially. After you do maybe finish Karthus and Alex, then you could potentially invest in epic heroes if you want to, but those two are really great ones to try to force if you need a single target damage dealer or a support hero. Now, the Arena store, there's really only one thing you should be purchasing, and again, it's another support hero. It is Matthew shards. Matthew is going to be the best thing for you. Don't bother building, unless you're like really into endgame PvP or really care about your place in PvP, don't waste your resources on these here. Of course, you can dig them up for 1500, but what you really need to be focusing on are Matthew copies. Matthew is another hero that is absolutely amazing. One of the probably best healers in the game. His active ability heals all allies for 30% of their max HP. Their max HP, so it doesn't matter how strong he is, 30% of their max HP, and then at the end of each round, he increases all allies healing received by 7%, all the way up to 15%, and has a chance to purify one random debuff by 50%, which is awesome. His artifact will let him heal his allies when he dies, all the way up to 25%, 10% at baseline. Again, one of the best priest healers in the game, and if you need someone that's going to help you on support side, he is definitely one you can try to force copies of. I know Moby did that, one of the biggest whales on our server. Is definitely paying off. Now, besides that, not too many great hero copies. Matilda, you don't really want to go for Matilda. You really don't want to go for Hina either. Some people like Chen. He does have some heal built into him. I'm not a fan of Chen personally. Brie, so Brie is interesting. Brie could be a decent single target damage dealer, but I'm not a huge fan of it. He has the ability to essentially reflect damage back to the attacker. When attacked, he is healed. Blocking heals him. So he's a good, like, kind of tanky all-arounder, but overall, and especially later in the game, he's not great. But early game, he can do okay. And then, of course, Harris. Harris is not that bad. He's about middle of the road for heroes that you can go for. I think I got a Harris in here somewhere, right? Yeah. So Harris is a freeze monster. He's going to want to be essentially freezing everybody. All his abilities have to do with he either, blocking, he heals, so it's pretty good. He reflects damage as well. He freezes targets whenever a unit in the battlefield is frozen. He gains a bonus block rate. So he's all about blocking, all about taking damage, healing on those blocks, and then also freezing targets. So he is an okay one if you want to focus those as well. And then lastly, we do have the tribe store. So there's a couple options here. Number one, if you want to go for support, you go for August. I mean, I think we've highlighted him like a ton of times so far. He's probably one of the best endgame heroes you can build. Now, early game, he's not that great because he can kind of kill off your teammates a little too fast, because a lot of times you have like one hero that's super strong and the rest are super weak. He helps keep that one super strong hero alive, but your weak heroes are going to die really fast with his spreading of damage. So that's something to remember. But besides that, there are a couple other options. I don't think Richard's any good to go for. And honestly, Riser and Saruman, I would not go for at all. The two that are up there kind of like in the A tier are going to be Cynthia and Margaret. Cynthia is... she's decent. She's decent. So she has the chance to entangle enemies. She could probably perform very well in Mirror as well because her ability to give shields. So she's really good support. She has CC abilities with the entangle, which is great. And then she also has a chance to give allies energy. So she's an overall well support. You'll kind of notice most of the heroes in these shops are support. The one that would be a very good damage dealer to get your hands on though is Margaret. So Margaret is really great because she has her own healing ability built in. She does damage to single target, but it's not bad. Her basic attack, or her active ability will deal up to 400% of attack damage, with 55% of the damage being healing back to her, which is great. For every 25% of max HP she loses, she makes an enemy burn for 3 rounds, which it's not anything amazing, but it's still good. And then, of course, whenever a burning enemy dies, she does restore HP. So even if she's picking them off one at a time, she can actually make some good progress for you. So those are good heroes to consider. Again, at the end of the day, it's really hard in this game to kind of target what hero you want to build, because so much of it is based on your summoning luck. Like, so much of it is based on summoning. And if you have bad summoning luck, well, you're going to have a little bit of a rough time. So if you're playing free to play, make sure you are jumping in Hall of Honor every day. Yan and Moby are just killing it. There's so many resources. There's so many gems to be had. It's ridiculous. I mean, I think we're even Are we done? Yeah, we have every single chest unlocked in the Chaos faction. So if you don't really care about PvP, join server 1 if you want just ridiculous amounts of gems when you start out. It's kind of insane. It's kind of crazy. That's how you're going to get your best benefit. Do your market trick. Make sure you're getting tons of summons, tons of prey coins, and you'll be in a good spot. So hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.